Fighter to watch. She landed all those punches and said, okay, I'm going to go back out and do what I do now. I'm going to run around this ring and make her come to me.
Interesting how everything just went into slow motion.
Yeah, well, Joe Sanders trying to figure out how to attack Holly Holm. It is not an easy task.
No.
Good left hand by Holm.
Stop!
Okay, you got it all the way. Relaxing though. Vaseline, guys.
Now there's Football Hall of Famer Charlie Sanders, of course, Mary Jo's father.
He is a great guy. He was slow to warm to the idea of her boxing. He supports her in the endeavor, but he said yesterday, I'm still nervous every time she gets in the ring.
Very cooperative with the promotion, I might add, too.
Well, he's just a delightful, regal man. He really is. And during the course of this promotion leading up to it, he's been charming to everybody and cooperative, and everyone's gotten a kick out of being around him. And, of course, his daughter gets her athletic pedigree from him.
We start the second round. Very tough first round to call.
Yeah. Holly Holm, has a style that is so different and unique. She runs at you, throws a bunch of punches, then she'll run around the ring, then she'll land a counter punch. I mean, it's just a very difficult style to fight against.
Mary Jo Sanders got a lot of southpaw sparring for this fight with Damian Fuller, and yet I'm not seeing her throw right-hand leads, as she seems to still want to set things up with the jab.
Well, she wants to get to the left, and there's the hook, which I also think is a very effective weapon against the lefty. She said, I moved to the left so much when I got out of bed in the morning, I got out on the left side. So that was a great line, but during this fight, she's really not moving to the left as much as I would think she would be. She's allowing Holm. You see, you want to keep your left foot outside the right foot of a southpaw. And Sanders is not doing that all the time. You see the footwork there.
And she's doing what she said she would, and she obviously is chasing and running after Holly right now.
You have to go to Holly Holm, but the idea is you want to cut the ring off and not chase her, and that's difficult to do.
But what would happen if you wanted her to come to you? What if you don't chase her?
Well, you could stand in the ring and make her do it, and certainly we've seen that ploy used by others. We should point out also that all the judges neutral from Tucson, California, and Chicago, so there will be no home cooking for Holly Holm in terms of a decision here. These judges from all around the United States.
Very level playing field now, so there will be, as you mentioned, there'll be no excuses.
Step back clean, step back.
Holly Holm, though, having a very good round and really making Mary Jo Sanders work and chase.
It's not that Holm is landing that many punches, but she is landing what's being landed, like that straight left hand.
Time!
Coming up tonight on Sports Night, Tim Lincecum looks for his 11th win of the season as the Giants open up a set against the Mets. Plus, the A's continue their series with the Mariners and get a free agency update. That and more tonight at 11:30.
From the superstars of racing to local heroes, 0 to 60 covers California motorsports like no one else. Get up to speed on the California racing scene with 0 to 60. Wednesday nights at 8, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
There we go.
I think I can grab mine. And next time. One more go round.
Yeah, let it do a victory lap.
Do stuff faster. Sign up for Comcast high-speed internet today and download whatever you want faster than ever before. At ridiculous speeds, it's way faster than DSL from your phone company. And now with Power Boost, your fast connection is even faster. Just call 1-888-COMCAST. Comcast high-speed internet with Power Boost. It's Comcastic.
Right now looks real good. Keep touching that jab. Deep breaths. All right? Give up on this. Deep breaths. Fake some feints and jab. What are you going to do?
Fake feint, double jab, straight punch.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, she wants left hook. You already know when to go. When to go. Keep it tight.
Check it out. Well, we start round number 3. Al, great direction from Mike Winklejohn between rounds.
Right here, Marisol, right here!
And there we go right now. Holly Holm, of course, she's the one in the green and white. Multi-striped silver shorts. Mary Jo Sanders. And Sanders really having a difficult time right now doing what she said she was trying to do, which is cut off the ring. And when, again, Al, we've said in 3 different fights tonight, easier said than done.
Left hook landing there a moment ago by Mary Jo Sanders. She needs to find that one punch that will get in and a power punch that will change things. Her trainer and manager, Jimmy Lalo, is absolutely convinced she's going to win by knockout. He feels she's too strong for Holly Holm and will get to her eventually. And, of course, we're very early in this fight. But the Holm straight left hand, like that one, has gotten in.
Well, I've watched a lot of fighters look for that one punch that was going to turn things around and take the legs away from Holly Holm, and nobody's been able to do it.
You're 100% right, and when she's a whirling dervish like this, Holly Holm, it's very tough to attack her. She has a unique style, and that's the understatement of the decade.
And at a certain point, fighters get into crazy frustration. I watched it with Anne-Marie Saccarado when I was here, and she became a very frustrated fighter during that fight. And they take you out of your game plan, and next thing you know, it's the end of the 10th round, and you just lost the decision.
And, you know, we've mentioned the fact that she's coming up in weight and that presumably Sanders is the stronger fighter. But if, in fact, Holly Holm, who just landed a great jab, can deal with the power of Sanders, this is going to be a very difficult fight for Mary Jo.
Sanders extending a lot of energy, throwing those punches from outside and missing, too. And that's another thing. Fighters that fight her miss a lot, and they get fatigued very early. We come to the end of the 3rd. Good round for Holly Holm.
Oh, time!
There are 380,000 NCAA student athletes. And most of us will go pro
in something other than sports.
In something other than sports. To learn more, go to ncaa.org.
What do you want? What do you say about
peace, justice, equality, truth,
accountability,
equal opportunity,
a healthy economy,
a healthy environment,
education,
civil rights, human rights,
freedom,
our honor,
our country,
the American dream?
Voice your vote.
Voice your vote. Voice your vote.
One vote.
One chance. Register today.
One vote, one chance.
Joey Villasenor, who is the fine mixed martial artist who recently beat Phil Baroni in a mixed martial arts match, trains at the same gym as Holly Holm and happens to be her boyfriend. And Mike Winklejohn trains him as well, along with Keith Jardine, another fine UFC boxer.
Well, they're keeping it all in the family. And Al, you right now, as I saw the scorecard go by there, you've got to shut out for Holly Holm.
I do, but you know, there might be a round in there that Mary Jo won, and these rounds are difficult to score. But
I thought arguably she won the first on aggression.
She could easily.
But certainly Holly Holm here in the next 2. And I think enough can't be said also as I take a look at this room right now where there's not a seat available for the amazing promotion that's gone on behind Holly Holm. And I think arguably you'd have to say there's no other fighter in the United States that has this sort of following right now.
Certainly not a female fighter. And it's a big part of who she is. There's a nice right uppercut now. When Mary Jo Sanders has her against the rope, she's got to make it work. In that case, Holly Holm threw a lot of punches and got herself out of the corner. And that's the thing about Holly Holm that's important. When you trap her, she throws punches. She doesn't just try and get away. She's nailing Sanders with some big shots.
Under a minute to go in the 4th, and Al, I couldn't agree with you more. When Sanders has you trapped like that, and she can't take advantage of it, when is she going to take advantage of it in the fight?
And you know, one of the issues that Mary Jo Sanders is having in this fight is hand speed and foot speed right now. We know she's the bigger fighter. We presume she's more powerful, but she has not been able to get her punches off as well as she might. Nice right hand by Sanders.
And let's go to something we discussed in the open. It's probably very good for Holly Holm that she didn't take advantage of coming in this fight at 154 pounds. She showed up at 150. She probably still weighs 150, maybe even less. And I would say maybe Mary Jo Sanders is over 160 pounds at this point.
Speed is what Holm wants in this fight, and so far it's helped her. But Sanders landing some nice right hands now.
Oh, no, let her up.
That's what I'm talking about. There you go, spit bucket. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, listen, you gotta relax. That's your right.
Mary Jo Sanders going after. Now there was the left hook, which is a very good punch. Now here, though, she's not cutting off the ring. She's just kind of going after Holly Holm, chasing after her and not cutting the ring off. But there were some good punches landed by Mary Jo Sanders in that last round, especially here at the end of the round. Some right hands.